Hi, I'm Stephanie Jimenez. I'm a freelance illustrator based out of Austin, Texas. I have been drawing since I was just a little kid, ever since I was able to pick up a pencil. I was always doodling. I was really lucky to have parents who were cool with me just wanting to draw on everything. They let me paint on my walls and draw on my walls. So my room, of course, was just a total disaster with doodles and everything everywhere. And I was really lucky that they were really cool with that, because most parents would really freak out. And I think they kind of did at the beginning, but then they realized that I wasn't going to stop. So they just let me do whatever I wanted to do. But yeah, I've always had a passion for illustration and for art. In high school, I would always design prom dresses for my friends, and it was just kind of something that I really enjoyed doing. It wasn't anything that I ever thought that I could actually do for a living. When I graduated high school, I went to school at UT, and originally I'd wanted to be a doctor, a child psychologist, and I quickly realized that I didn't want to do that, and I didn't like children, so I decided that probably wasn't the best route for me, and I found out they had a fashion design program, so I decided to pursue that. My parents, of course, freaked out a little bit, seeing their, sweet little baby girl, going from doctor to a fashion designer was kind of a weird adjustment for them, but I was very fortunate that they were supportive the entire way, and really believed in what I wanted to do and my talent. So after school, I tried a bunch of different things to figure out what I wanted to do for my career. I just couldn't really decide on one thing. I started a clothing line, had a couple of runway shows. I really enjoyed doing that, but decided that it just wasn't for me. I started a jewelry line, really loved doing that. Sold to a few boutiques in Austin, had really great success, loved it, but just found out that it wasn't really for me. And then I started doodling a little bit more, and I caught the eye of a couple of different people, and they really loved what I was doing. Started commissioning me to do custom illustrations for them, started catching the eyes of different local designers, other designers across the country, and started working for them. And from that, it kind of kept snowballing. I kept getting all of these requests to do different jobs for different people, and I started realizing that maybe I have something here. That was about 4 years ago, and ever since then I have been illustrating for people all over the country, have sold illustrations to people over the world. I have a line of greeting cards that will launch this fall in Great Britain, and I'm just really excited about the places that my illustrations are taking me, the people that I'm getting to meet. It's something that I've always loved doing. It's, not just a hobby, but it's something that I just live for. It just makes me so happy. I can sit down and put on music and just completely get lost in my drawings, and I get really excited about it sometimes, because I'll start working on something and 2 hours later I'll finish and don't know where the time has gone, and don't realize that I've just created something that I'm so proud of and so excited about. So I really have a wonderful time. I love what I do. I get to meet some pretty amazing people, work with awesome people, and I'm just excited that people love that my drawings are representing their brand or representing them. It's a pretty exciting opportunity to get to do what I love and have other people love it and have people pay me for it. So that's pretty exciting. I'm very fortunate. I love it. I have wonderful, supportive friends who think I'm just the best, and rock on to them. They're kind of awesome too. My parents are amazing. They, still put my art on their refrigerators, which is really cute and really sweet. And it's what I love to do. I'm really fortunate that I have the opportunity to do so. I haven't had to do a ton of work to promote myself. People are just finding me through Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, word of mouth. I've been very fortunate that people are really into what I'm doing, and that they like my style of drawing and that it's unique, and I have my little swan necks that people are really into, which I don't know how that came about, just a bunch of doodling, but it's cool to be seen as a really talented artist when, you know, it's still hard for me to call myself an artist. But, you know, I'm fortunate I get to do what I love to do. Advice, I would say, you know, listen to your instinct, do what you love to do. You know, I've always been the kind of person who had to try a bunch of different things before I realized what it was that I ultimately just absolutely loved and was really passionate about when I was little. I had to try every single sport, be really awful at a lot of them, and kind of good at some of them, and really excel at some of them. And it was the same with me when in terms of my career. I just had to kind of try a bunch of different things before I realized what it was I just had to do for the rest of my life. So just keep going for it. Don't stop. Don't let people stop you. You know, it can definitely be hard at times, but at the same time, when you are getting to do the things that you just absolutely have to do and feel like you're called to do, then there's no greater feeling than being able to share your gift and your talent and your skill with the world. So I would just encourage you to keep pushing forward. You know, listen to your heart. I know that sounds super, super corny, but you know, it really does tell you the direction that you should be going and the things that you should be doing. I think that's it. You can find me, StephanieJimenez.com. My Instagram account is Steph_Jimenez, and go to those places. You'll be able to find me. But you know, keep doing what you love doing. Find the things that make you happy. I am Stephanie Jimenez, and my life is my passion project.